G'day, and welcome to my channel, Travel with Tegan, where I talk about everything to do with becoming a digital nomad in your 40s and 50s. In this series, I'm actually going to be talking about purchasing a property in Italy completely remotely. And in this particular video, why I chose Italy. So I hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to give it the thumbs up and also to hit subscribe so you get notified of the rest of the series. Okay, let's dive into it. So Italy. Why we chose Italy? Well, we wanted a really old home. So Australia is only a couple of hundred years old. So whenever we go to Europe, we love staying in places that are, really old. And so we wanted to purchase a property that had a history, that had some, the history to it. So we looked around and we chose Italy for the following reasons. There's about 8 reasons why. So the first one is actually the friendliness of the people. Italians are actually ranked in the top 3 of the friendliest countries in Europe. And it's so true. And anyone that's been to Italy, I'm sure, will say the same thing. Italians are really helpful. They're really caring and considerate and friendly. And especially once they get to know you, it's like you become part of their family. I was blessed to grow up with Italians and Greeks, and I was always made to feel like part of their family, which I love because back then I didn't actually have any family of my own. So I was always also very thin, and the nonnas, the grandmothers, would always want to be feeding me and sending me food and all that sort of thing. So they really looked after me. So there's always been a really special place in my heart for them. So speaking of food, that's the second reason why we chose Italy. And it's because of, the food there is just so incredible. Of course, who doesn't love pizza, but the way they do the pizzas, the fresh produce just has so much flavor and so simple. Like the cooking is really simple and the ingredients are just the flavors. That's all I can say. And then of course there's the pizzas, there's bruschettas, there's the pastas, there's the cheeses on the pizzas, on the pastas and everything like that. And then there's their baking. Oh my gosh, Italian bakeries, amazing. And then of course, it's not really food, but I also, I used to love the limoncello before I stopped having sugar. So yeah, not food, but absolutely love it. So this is the second reason. So the friendliness of the people and the food. The third reason was because of the culture. Just we were familiar with it, as I said, growing up with Italians, and they were always so good to me. And so I've always had this really special connection with them. And when I went to Italy, I was in a solo trip of my own in 2010. It just felt like home. And I just loved the way they prioritize family and connection and conversations over everything else, over business, over whatever's happening. Family comes first and friendships, and connection and communication, conversations. It's nothing for, someone to close their shop and just, at any time and go and have a nice lunch with the family. Love it. Just love it. Just love it. Love it. So I also love their stylish designs and the level of love and passion that they freely express, which for those of you that know me, kind of the same. Red-headed version of an Italian. So that's the third reason. So the fourth reason is the historic houses. I touched on this before, but the age and the look and the feel of the stone, homes. And yes, you can, get all different styles of houses in Italy, but we especially love the old stone and, with the wooden beams and the ceiling and or the star vault ceilings, which, are one of our favorites as well. The beautiful tiles that they have. I think they're cement tiles, there's special names for them, but with the ornate tiles on the floors, they're just absolutely beautiful. And I don't know, just love it. And of course the price, was really part of that as well, to be able to purchase a piece of history. What you get for your dollar in Australia with the overpriced market in Australia and the US, and I think even in the UK as well, compared to what we could purchase for, the same price in Italy. So much more home with so much more history. And so, yeah, that was the fourth reason. And the fifth reason is the language. So we've tried unsuccessfully to learn French, and we just feel that Italian is so much easier for our old brains to learn. So the language, even without actually learning Italian, I can pick up kind of what they're talking about, because a lot of the words are similar. So you can still have a conversation with someone, you know, and piece it together. And so we thought that was pretty cool. And number 6 was financial. So I touched on this earlier. Just the you know, as I said, the prices of the houses, it just made financial sense to us. What you get for your dollar, you know, in Australia, you get much more. But also there's also tax benefits. You know, there's no capital gains, but please talk to an accountant, an Italian accountant, before you make any decisions based on that. And there was also the €1 homes. That was what actually enticed us initially. There's a lot of towns that are doing these promotions to bring people back into their community, and they're offering €1 homes. And so we started off on that. And I've actually, the next video, I talk about why we decided not to go with a €1 home. It's a really great incentive and it works for a lot of people. It just wasn't really, you know, what we wanted to do. And I'll share why in the next video. So the number 7th, what are we up to? Number 7th reason was just choosing a location or a region. We wanted somewhere, after going through, you know, an experience with volcanoes for our wedding, and you know, my husband has experienced earthquakes in Christchurch, and we've had 3 hurricanes here in Mexico. So we wanted somewhere that didn't have earthquakes, didn't have volcanoes, because those are, you know, you can experience those in Italy, and we didn't want any hurricanes, which, yeah, so that was also important to us. So choosing a location that didn't have those things was really important to us. And yeah, number 8, we ended up actually settling on the Puglia region, which is down near the heel of the boot of Italy. And yeah, so part of that too, the reason we chose that region, it's actually, we've chosen Salento, which is an area in the Puglia, in Puglia. And the reason we chose that is because it's just a ferry ride across to another one of our favorite countries, which is Montenegro. But that's a story for another day in another video. So those are our reasons why we chose, you know, Salento and the Puglia area, and why we chose Italy. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give it the thumbs up so that it gives it a boost and helps others to find it. And yeah, put your comments down below if you too love some of these things about Italy. It's a beautiful country. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can get to see the rest of this series. Okay, in my next video, I'm going to be talking about why we didn't choose the €1 homes and go into that. And the video after that, I'm going to talk about the research process. So I'm going to take you right through exactly how all the research that we went through before making the decision on the actual town that we've chosen. I'll keep that a secret for now. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.